Oh, hold on one second, guys. Hello. Welcome to Diana the Happy Lawyer 4th of July edition. Yay! There's my version of fireworks. The American flag's outside. It's too big to carry in. So trust me, I'm a patriot. Thank you so much for tuning in to Diana the Happy Lawyer, and I hope you had a great weekend, a safe weekend. It's very important, especially holidays. It's a bad time for people who are not paying attention to what they're doing, or driving without paying attention. So accidents are up on holiday weekends. It's a little crazy. So just hope that you had a safe weekend, and that's the most important thing. I had a great weekend. I'm wearing the giant Mardi Gras beads in honor of my great weekend. It started with a great party on Thursday night, and then I did a 3-day seminar with Grant Cardone and his group. I actually saw Grant at the seminar, 10 days ago. Met him, got his autograph, took a picture with him, and did not give him my business card. Okay? I don't want to talk about it because I'm still beating myself with a bat over that, and I can't. So someday I'll be in front of him again, and I'll give him a business card. But, it's rare that you get to be right next to a billionaire. And I had it in my hand, and I was intimidated, silly as that sounds. But, I don't know. If you don't know Grant Cardone, listen, what can I say? I'm not going to beat myself up over it. So, I went to the seminar this weekend, and it was a real estate seminar, and it was really good, really eye-opening. Now, any of you people that know me know that I love real estate, that I look at real estate all the time, no matter where I go. If I'm on vacation, I'm always pulling out those home books, with all the pictures, and it's just a thing that I've enjoyed for my entire life. I don't know. I don't know where it came from. Maybe when I was like 9 or 10 years old and we were driving around East Islip looking at houses, that could be it. That could be where it came from. It was so much fun. I love going into the model homes, and now I know the word for it is the staging, where they set up all the furniture. And some of the model homes, you could buy the furniture that was in it, buy the model with the furniture as is. Yeah, that was fun. I remember a house called the Alpine in Staten Island. That was my favorite. We ended up in East Islip, which was just fabulous. It was a great place to grow up. But I guess that's it. I guess my excitement about going into houses and seeing all different houses, planted that seed for real estate in me. And then when I was in my early 20s, I went to a seminar from a guy, and I got to tell you, I don't know his name right now. But he was super famous back then for doing real estate stuff. He was, how to turn over properties, how to make money in real estate without using any of your own money. And I went to the seminar, and I got the books, and I just didn't follow through. And I did some of it, some of the education part, but I didn't follow through. And because of a million excuses, I was going to go to law school, and, that's big. I did go to law school. No complaints there. I love law school. Well, I did love law school, actually. And I love being a lawyer. So, it's actually leading to the springboard of my second life. So I'm really, second half of my life. So I'm really excited that I chose that as a career and a life. Got to help a lot of people. But the thing is this, I had that thing out there still that I want to, be in real estate thing, that real estate bug, So here it is. Here's my real estate magnet, and here's real estate. So way back 20 years ago, I left it behind, and I moved forward without it, and now it looks like my real estate bug is catching up to me. There you go. It just zapped right in. Real estate. Hey, Jenny. Remember when we moved from East Islip to East Islip from Brooklyn? That was tough. When we left Brooklyn, it was a tough thing to do when you're 10. But we did it, and it was great. And here I am still speaking to my Brooklyn friends from way back when, courtesy of Facebook. The seminar this weekend was great. It really refreshed my memory of how excited I am when I'm looking at real estate. That I look at it now all the time for nothing. As you know, I found Hacienda del Sol, my $6 million mansion, by accident, by pressing largest properties on Zillow just for kicks. So now I'm attracted to that. But I did see a whole bunch of other property that was for sale. So anyway, if you know anybody who's selling property, or you want to get rid of a piece of property that you have that is, maybe a little tired and needs some work, and you want to just, sell it for cash, I'm apparently now in that business. That's kind of well, hey, what the heck? You know what? You guys know me. I'll never hurt anyone. So, I can't even kill bugs. I put them outside with the paper plate. I catch them and put them, even mosquitoes. Unless they're biting me, then they may have an issue. But I try not to even kill them. So here it is. I'm back with my, right up to it. And that, made me start thinking about, things that stop us from doing stuff that we want to do in our life. It's, last week I talked about that you have to go through all of your crap, and there's crap in your life, you have to smile through it. And, I always like to recap a little bit from last week. So, you're smiling through all the stuff that's difficult and hard to do, and you're pushing through. Well, today I had to kind of push through something that was good for me, like getting involved in this group of people, Grant Cardone. Let's see, I got probably people don't know who he is. I think I have a picture over here. Here he is, Grant Cardone. Have fun. Look at that. See? Have fun. That's like my nickname. My middle name is Diana Have Fun Gianturco. So here he is. Look him up. He says just amazing stuff. The guy is very, very smart and spiritual and funny. His vibrational energy is like a lightning rod. You could feel it across the room. And there's always going to be people. You really have to gravitate to the people that are in your vibrational wave. And when you see them online or you listen to them or something, you really can feel. Who you like to listen to. So the guys that were running the seminar, Brian Siegel, great guy. I can tell he loves what he does, and he's, he was doing the seminar this weekend, and he put his, heart into it, and is helping people and teaching other people how to get where he's gone. And then there was Todd and Scott and Ken, and they were all great, all really, nice people, not pushy. I gotta say, they're not pushy, but I don't know how much I needed pushing. I just needed to be tipped over a little bit. But some other people, so I pushed through anyway. I had to push myself through, because even though I knew it was something good for me, and yeah, it took some money, and it's going to take time, and you guys know that I'm already got my hand in a lot of different things, so I'm going to have to drop off a bunch of stuff that is not as important to me, so that I can make time for this. But the reality is, I'm looking at real estate all the time anyway now, so I might as well just do it to try and get houses refurbished and sold, and have people living in nice homes. I mean, that sounds like a great thing to me. So the lesson tonight is, the lesson tonight is drop the club. You're the only one in the room. So why do we beat ourselves up about things that are going on in our lives, our lives? This thing about the real estate, it was something that I probably should have done 30 years ago, and I didn't. And today I thought about it, and I was like, why didn't you do this 30 years ago? You'd be in a totally different place right now. And like I said, love being a lawyer, so I'm good with that. But sometimes in life, we are beating ourselves up. We're our own worst critics. We're our own worst enemies. And we just want to, blame ourselves for the things we're not doing. There were a lot of people that did not join the group today, and basically, join Grant Cardone's team. I mean, I don't know. To me, it was like a no-brainer to be able to work with him. And, he's not going to be right next to me, but I'm in the vibration. And that's great. I'm excited. So it may be hard work. I'm not expecting it to not be hard work, even though I love it. That's the thing. Because I love it, it won't be hard work. And it should be really fun. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, it's like anything. You try. But, people don't want to give themselves the benefit of the doubt. They even, there when you're thinking, should I try this? Can I do it? It's really very simple. It's a system. It's a system, and you know how systems are. They work when you work them. So why don't we work the system? How come we deviate? How come we, go off track? And then beat ourselves up for going off track. Beat ourselves up for not following a simple system that would get us from A to B to C to D. Why do we do that? I think it's because of what other people have told us about what we can do. A lot of people today I don't think they even gave themselves the benefit of the doubt. They just walked out and said, forget it. It's not worth the investment in myself. Even if I have to take a loan or take a credit card out to cover the education that I'm going to get. And you know what? People don't think twice now. Well, they're trying to make people go to college. They're trying to make it free so people will go. Because that's how much college is. I'm not going to finish that sentence. Because I went to college and I went to law school. So I paid a lot of money. Not as much as they're paying today, though. I got to tell you. Tuition today is insane. So, maybe what I paid today was worth one semester. One semester of college. That's worth nothing. And I'm basically going to get access to people that know exactly what to do. Okay? So I'm going to do it on my own. Sell the real estate, work the distressed homes, getting them refurbished and sold and marketed. So, that's a good thing. That's gonna, I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought for a second. Yeah. So, some people didn't take advantage of an opportunity today because they didn't believe in themselves. They didn't believe that they could do it. Oh, yes, it was about the college education I was talking about. Spending the money on yourself, that you're worthy of one semester of, Stony Brook University where I went. I looked it up to see. I think it's actually, it's about a semester or, semester and a half maybe. And this is something that, is going to be hands-on and direct education. So people who are dealing with these feelings from the past and things that people have told them in the past, it's haunting them. So that when they're around people that are saying, now, I don't even want to tell anybody what I'm doing right away because, oh, shoot, I'm on Facebook. All right, there goes that plan. People are always going to go, no, what are you, crazy? You can't do that. Where are you going to find time to do that, Diana? You're already so busy. You're always saying how you're crazy and running around. But you know what? I'll find time. It's something that felt right to me. It's something that felt like was a piece of the puzzle. And multiple sources of income, Happy and grateful that money comes to me in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis. So this is going to be another source of income for me, and I'm looking forward to adding it in because it is something that I think I'm going to have fun with. So, people that would tell me, oh, no, you can't do that. You won't do that. Now, as we know, I have on my wall over there Maslow's saying, I am independent of the good opinion of other people. I'm very lucky that way. But other people, a lot of people just listen to what other people say about them, even if that person's not in the room. Even if that person is not alive. Even if that person is your mother or father that passed away 20 years ago, still saying, no, you can't do that. You're not smart enough, or you don't have the education, or you should just save your money, and you should just, stay home and stay in your safe job and don't branch out. And those things are in our head, so that when you're standing alone in a room and you still got that bat in your hand and you're hitting yourself with it, clubbing yourself and beating yourself up from something that is not even going on anywhere but in your head, you got to drop that bat. Drop that bat, because you're the only one in the room. Even if you're in a room full of 100 people, you drop that bat. Stop beating yourself up. It doesn't do any good. If they didn't get through to you, you're not going to get through to yourself. If you're still listening to them, they haven't sunk in, forget it. You're never going to listen. So stop hearing it. Stop hearing it in your head that you can't do it, because that's the only place it's coming from. It's coming from inside your head that you can't do it. It's like these magnets. Remember the negative magnets? The negative sides? They're getting a little beat up. We should beat up the negative. We should get it out of here. So these are the thoughts from the past and from people that have told you can't do that, or you're incapable, and you know, you're still putting those. When you think that of yourself, you're putting that vibrational wave out there, and it's getting right to it. So you keep pushing out that negative. I can't do it. I'm not good enough. Here's the positive, right? Oh, no matter how hard I push, it can't get there. You know, yikes. And of course, invisible, as we know. So stop beating yourself up over things that you aren't doing, things that you haven't done. I'm bad at that. I beat myself up over, I should have done that. I can't even go back to the didn't give Grant Cardone my business card. I can't even go back to that moment in time, that 30 seconds. I've been beating myself over that, and it's just like, let it go. But there's a lot of other stupid stuff. I talked last week about not going to a 70th birthday party. Why didn't I do that? So why don't we do the things that that we think we should do? Now here's the issue. It's easier to do nothing. It's easier to do nothing. It was easier for a lot of people today to go to a 3-day seminar on 4th of July weekend and then do nothing. Because doing nothing and procrastination is kind of like the default. It's the fallback position. It's what we kind of do normally. And it's the extraordinary moments that we actually get up and go do something. Unless you're, you know, like Grant Cardone, I don't think the guy sits down for a minute. Even when he's flying, he's probably walking back and forth in the plane. But we have to just get up and push ourselves out. So last week when I was talking about pushing yourself through the bad stuff, you got to sometimes push yourself into the good stuff too. And if the things that are holding you back are the thoughts of what other people said about you, you know, and or even right in the room, you have to look them right in the face and say, you know what, I appreciate your opinion, and thank you. I know you're only concerned about me, and don't fight with people. Don't fight with people who are the good opinions of other people. They're just they think they're protecting you, so it's okay. You know, if I listened to half the people in my life trying to protect me, I don't know where I'd be right now. Maybe, you know, who knows? I'm sure I'd be happy wherever it is. I would hope, but I'd be in a different life. I wouldn't be enjoying the craziness that I do, and go from there. And it's when you're doing the stuff that's your passion in life that makes wealth come to you. Again, the vibrational energy. This is like, you know, sooner or later, when you put your effort into a business that you're interested in and that you like doing, the wealth will come. And when I'm talking about wealth, I'm not talking about money. I mean, okay, I am talking about money, but I'm talking about things in addition to money. Because, you know, I always thought real estate was the way to independent wealth, right? Now those are two words that sound nice together, right? Independent wealth. What does it really mean? It means you don't have to rely on anybody, but it also means you're like independent of wealth. So you're independent of money, which means you don't need money. Independent wealth means you don't need money, which means you can give money away to other people. And that's the big thing. Sharing with other people, teaching other people. What these guys were doing today, this guy Brian who taught us today, he helps younger kids. He helps younger kids to mentor them about business, because, you know, the stuff that they're teaching in school now, I never took a business class, but I'm pretty sure, you know, it wasn't about what we're learning today. That you could learn online, that you could teach yourself. Who's that kid that he's like a 6-year-old on YouTube who opens boxes of toys, and I think he's got like millions. He's a millionaire. What can I say? And there's the women that put on makeup. You know, they're just doing what they want. They're just putting themselves out there. They're taking a chance. They're believing in themselves. And what's the worst thing that happens if you believe in yourself and you're wrong? Oh my God, I believed I could do that and I was wrong. So what? It's just an experience. It's just a way to see something that doesn't work. You know, whatever doesn't work, you can move on, and you have the knowledge to try something differently. And you will get to the second one faster because you already know the ways that don't work. So you'll avoid those pitfalls, and you'll move on to the thing that's going to be better for you. And if you fall again, you go and you fall again, and you go and keep going. Brian was singing Dory, keep on swimming, keep on swimming. I don't watch Disney movies, as I've mentioned, maybe because it's all negative parent-child separation. I don't like it. I didn't like it from Bambi, and I still don't like it. I don't care. So it's hard to push yourself into the stuff that you like doing, and there's a certain sense of we're supposed to be struggling. We're supposed to live paycheck to paycheck. We're supposed to, spend our last dollar and count, how many vacations we have and not do too many, or not give $5 extra at the cash register for the kids who have cancer. Ugh. It's something that when you start giving, then you start receiving. So the cycle of giving and receiving has to start with giving. People who are caught up with scarcity and lack don't want to give anything because they think they're going to run out. People are caught up in greed, also related to scarcity and lack, because they are greedy. They want to hold everything because they think there's not enough to go around, that they're going to be left with none if they're not holding on to whatever they have. So all of those things, you have to let go of them. You have to let go of the scarcity and lack mentality and live in abundance. The truth is, you don't even have to go to Costco and see how many lemons are in bags there. Just go to your local supermarket, Stop and Shop. See how many lemons you can choose from, how many you pick up before you buy one. You might look at 10 lemons and take one, and there's 100 there. The cereal aisle, hundreds of cereal boxes. See it. It's there. It's abundance in life and opportunity. Listen, what I did today, all I have to do is pay to get in. It's just like going to college. And this happens to be real estate, something I like. There's stuff out there, please. You look on Facebook, there's like anything you want. You can get a class in it, and you could start doing it, and you can learn and educate yourself. Invest in yourself. Invest in, even if they have a thing where you doodling. People doodle. There's a whole class on doodling on Facebook. I don't know, I must have doodled one time, or I said the word doodle, and now they send me the doodle stuff. But that's something that, you start with that, and you can turn it into anything. You could start drawing pictures. You could start drawing children's books. You could become an animator. There are people that start late in life. We talked about this too. Kentucky Fried Chicken guy. I think he was in his 60s or something when he did the chicken. Henry Ford, also very late in life, when he got the car running. When he got the car running. He finally got the car running. It took him until he was 50 years old, but he finally got the car running. So it's never too late to start something new if you have a passion for it. And there's so much information out there. You don't even have to pay for anything. Just go on YouTube and start doing stuff. And take the time. Spend time on yourself. Time is the most valuable thing that we have. And when you're always worrying about other people, it takes time away from you. And I'm not trying to be, selfish. Be a little selfish. And when I say selfish, I mean, about yourself. It's not wrong to be selfish. People look out for themselves lots of times. And when you go out of your way and they're not looking out for you, then they're being selfish, could affect you negatively. If somebody's being selfish, then you should be selfish. Well, this is bad conversation. When I mean selfish, I'm talking about caring about yourself and being about yourself. When you're your best self, then you can be the best for other people. When you're denying yourself, when you're saying that you can't do something, I can't do the real estate thing because I have to worry about, keeping my regular job or getting the kids to school or something like that. And if it's something that you really want to do, something you feel strongly about, you have to put aside the needs of the other people and you have to focus on your own needs. And if that's being selfish, then that's being selfish. It's probably the root word of it. So it's okay. And then appreciate that you gave yourself the time. Appreciate that you gave yourself the opportunity to do something that you want to do for yourself. And do it to the best ability that you can. And if you're doodling or you're baking or you're singing and it sounds like crap the first time or looks bad, try it again. Les Brown, I haven't mentioned him in a long time. Oh, and I think he got this from Zig Ziglar. I heard something today went back to Plato. Oh my God. It's amazing, the repetition. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. So whatever it is you need to do, stop beating yourself up over not doing stuff that you want in your life, not having the things you want in your life, because it's something that you can change. And don't think about what other people have told you, that you can't do something, or you can't have something, or you can't go, to the Great Barrier Reef, which we know, magnetic energy, Great Barrier Reef. I guess I'll be live from Australia in a couple of weeks. That should be interesting. I don't know, maybe I'll have to find out what Eastern Standard Time is in Australia, so I don't throw you folks off and come on at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I think that's about it I have for tonight, because my brain is scrambled eggs. 3 days of a seminar. It really is good for your brain. It grows new brain cells. Anything you do that's out of the ordinary. Get yourself up off the couch and start doing something. Take a walk. It's beautiful, beautiful out at night. And when you're taking a walk, think about the things that you want for yourself. Be selfish while you're walking. Walk by yourself. When you're walking by yourself and there's nobody else to talk to, you're uninterrupted and you can think. And it could take, a long time to get rid of, stop thinking about this one and that one and this and the car and the house and the job and the vacation and whatever else, the laundry and the groceries. And by the time you get to the end of that, take about, 15 minutes, 17 minutes to get rid of that in your head. Then you'll start thinking about yourself and just listen to what you are hearing in your brain. After you've heard all of that other stuff about other people, then start listening about you. And if you're hearing stuff, oh yeah, no, I can't do that because, my mom said I couldn't, or my boyfriend said I couldn't, or the teacher said I couldn't, or, anybody else in your life that left that bad taste in your mouth about your own ability, let you doubt yourself. Wash that right out of your brain and start thinking, I can do it. I can do it. I know, somebody said to me, oh yeah, that's your motivational speaker. Is that what you say? You can do it. Guess what? You can. You can do whatever you want. You can stay in the same space that you are. I am not telling you have to do anything. All I'm saying is think about it, because your brain's going to be working anyway. And, give yourself a little time in the brain. Give yourself a little thought. Put some thought to what you want in life and how you can get it. And you know what? A lot of years have gone by after law school, after kids, after this, after divorces, after everything that, jobs, moving, all kinds of stuff goes by. And at any moment, there could be a change in your life. You could change whatever you're doing. I think somebody sent me a thing that said one decision can change your entire life. So you just have to make a decision that you want something to change. And it can change. You could move. You could start working for yourself. You could start a silly little business that ends up being something massive. No. You could leave something to your children that lasts into infinity. You could start selling real estate, which can definitely grow into something massive. Even later in life, you could start something new. So that's what your lesson is for your homework. Your homework for this week is to think about yourself. I want you to be selfish in your thought. You know what? Give it 10 minutes. You think you deserve 10 minutes between now and next week? Try and do it tomorrow, even if it's in the shower. Sometimes I find that in the shower, that's where you've got to be. Hopefully, well, I don't know. Okay, well, anyway, if you're in the shower alone and you've got the water blowing down on your head, just think about yourself and think about the things you want in life. And don't beat yourself up if you're not getting them because it's something that you haven't done. But just think about, okay, well, I'm not going to beat myself up. How can I get that in my life? How can I start small and work my way up, or jump right in if it's something that is applicable to that, and give yourself some time. And that's your homework between now and next week. I didn't talk about meditation, even though it's perfect time for it, but I got my meditation head ready. Wow, look, the space in my brain for meditation has got the arrow. All right. There you go. Clean space for meditation. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Happy 4th of July. And I love you all. And love is all you need. Bye. See you next week.